ladles and jelly spoons. So yes, we've got this Gibson SG special thing today. So let's have a listen, see what it does, and then I shall talk you around it. So let's do exactly that. And onto the pickups, and starting on the noisy or distorted setting, then we shall go from the bridge end. Into the center. And finally onto neck P90. Lovely. So listen to them on clean. And starting with the bridge end. Into the center. On to the neck. Alrighty, let's have a look around him. So what have we got? Well, it's an SG special. And what makes it special, I hear you ask? Well, of course, the designations of SGs have changed from year to year, as we all know. There's all sorts of different iterations out there. So let's look at this one from top to bottom. We've got on the headstock the flower pot and the Gibson silkscreen logo. As you can see, we've got mini buttons. I love the mini button tuners. They look lovely, and these are Clusen Deluxe. And as far as I can tell, they are absolutely identical in every other way, apart from the words Gibson and Clusen, as the Gibson Deluxe. So we have those. Very, very nice indeed. The volute is totally intact. That's lovely. The neck is mahogany, mated to and set into a mahogany body. By the way, 2016, you know, 8 years old. I can't really, is that right? 8 years old, 2016. 4 plus, 6 years old. So, and I can't even see any evidence of buckle rash or anything like that on it. There's not the neck's not especially shiny, so I don't think it's been played an awful lot. I think it's a Korean nut, which is the same stuff that they make kitchen worktops out of. The frets are in absolutely incredible nick. The strings are pretty fresh, and you've got dot markers on the, and here's why it may be special, on the 24 frets. Oh yes indeed. Now 24 frets I've never found to be especially useful, except it does mean that access to fret 22 is an awful lot easier. So you know, and it's beautifully balanced, and it's in, as you can see, this vintage tobacco burst. We can see the grain through the satin finish, which is super and really lovely, lovely, lovely. This one has got a half batwing scratch plate, as you can see, and whether they came fitted with these originally or not, I'm not 100% sure, but you know, the models did vary. It's just the Gibson way. Now, it describes the pickups as being 2 single coils, which for all the world, I would have to say, is 2 P90s, and you'll see some numbers back here that does indicate certainly that they are P90 pickups, because of the numbers that they're popping out, about 8.5 down here and 7.5 up here, with 3.5 in the centre position, you see. Happily, of course, we have the stock tail and tunematic ABR bridge. ABR is just adjustable bridge. Now on this one you do have only 1 tone and 1 volume, which, let's face it, is all you need, and the exhaust pipe is in the traditional place for an SG. So yeah, solid mahogany body mated to a solid mahogany neck. Clusen Deluxe mini button tuners, 24 frets, and a really, really nice finish. There is nothing not to like about this guitar, and it plays like a demon. Let's have a look at the, oh yes, demon of course is particularly appropriate with these, because of course they're known for having the devil horns. Oh yes. So yes, the action is precisely where we like to see it, at 1.25, and I think that it's equipped. Are they 9s? All tends to know they're 9s, aren't they? So yes, pretty fresh strings, and you know, these, for what they are not especially expensive. If you're, it just depends what you like. It depends what your particular preference is. If you like the satin finish as opposed to the thick gloss, which you will get on the standards. Now, of course, on these there's no neck binding. I'm happy to say I'm not a fan of neck binding. Obviously, there's no push-pull because they're single coil, so you can't split something that's only 1. Unless you split it to a half, and then it won't work. Anyway, very, very nice instrument indeed. This one, as it goes, comes in a nice new SG artist. Well, it's not an SG, it's an artist case that accommodates an SG, and it is in. You can't say that anything that's been played is mint ever, but this is as mint as you can get, I reckon. And this was in the year, of course. You can have a look at that serial number if you like. This is in one of the years where Gibson changed their serial number layout, and so the year is, instead of being the first and fifth digits, it's the first 2 digits, and of course it usefully tells you on the back of the headstock that it was in fact made in the USA in 2016. And so I think I covered pretty much everything, but very, very standard Gibson construction. Mahogany neck, mahogany body, P90 stop tail tunematic, and it plays great. And I hope that you like the little sound bites. I think that it sounds just absolutely as good as anything else that I've played from this manufacturer. And with all of that said, I shall bid you a fond farewell. So, it's adios amigos. Ta-ra.